And good evening. It is almost 8 p.m. here in South Africa. So for me, it's evening, and good morning and good afternoon to wherever you are. Right. So there's a nice Afrikaans phrase that I can't use because you will never understand what I'm saying. But I just fell into this stream. Okay. So that's why there was no advance warning or anything. And I'm sitting here. There's a whole host of guys upstairs in Discord, but they can join. Told them they know the story. They can join if they feel like it or not. But I'm going to fly now, and we're going to take this latest 6.8 for a spin because I never had the opportunity to test it earlier today because we had that family thing. And yeah, we're just going to see what's happening now. xEnviro is doing its old beautiful thing here. So anyway, for the guys joining me, thank you so much. Hope you have fun. It's about an hour and a half's flight at least. So it's a long flight. We can get up and go make some coffee somewhere in the middle, I suppose, and just enjoy this lazy Sunday. What's left of it. The music in the beginning of the stream is kind of a letdown. I don't know what to call it. It's weird the way that Streamlabs is structured. I've muted it. I just wanted to give it a go again. Thought maybe they fixed it or something, but you can't really create a playlist unless I just don't know how to do it. So I just clicked on the first little, bit of audio that came up, the first song, whatever you want to call it. But it's not my style, not my liking. But I wanted to do it just to see what it's like on the stream. I'll reevaluate it and maybe see what we do from there on. Anyway, right. Hello 737. Hello Sasha. So, right, we are going to fly. Let me get SDKP on the screen here to put you guys in the picture. Going to fly from Athens to Bucharest. Ooh, lost the flight there. Clicked the wrong button, obviously. You don't want to unload, you want to hide it. That's what I did wrong. Okay, so that's the plan, and they say it's going to take about an hour and a half to get there. This morning, I did the test flight in the previous Zibo, and when I got to literally 5 miles final, the X-plane crashed out because I decided it was a good time to calibrate my rudder pedals. Speaking of which, I think I need to do it now before we get going, just to make sure the rudder pedals are actually calibrated correctly. I had an old familiar problem creep up on me today. On the NPS, on the primary flight display, the little diamond was off center. And this is how we fixed it the last time. We just recalibrated the rudders. And that's why I did it when I did it. Backfired badly. So anyway. Okay. According to Sasso, our real pilot, this version is actually very nice. There's one or two things he picked up and he said, no, maybe that needs to change. Zibo said he'll look into it, but for all practical, purposes, this is getting as close as possible to the real aircraft. So you guys must really enjoy it, man. It's getting so real now. It's lovely. I love it. Right, LGAV to LROP. That is our flight. And start loading. Okay, before we do that, I just want to calculate my ISA. So let's just quickly grab the elevation is 314. Check the current weather. So current temperature is 16. Hello, Justin. How you doing? Aha. Yeah. SFX, hello to you too. Justin, you know what? I don't say this lightly. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I wish you all the success with the Shed Flight plugin, man. We've all been wanting something like that for years and years and years, and I'm honored and privileged that you work with us, man. I think it's going to be awesome. A lot of guys are going to really enjoy it. We were talking about checklists and things. A couple of months ago, I started taking the FCOM apart, and I wanted to create a proper checklist. Sasso said he would help me with it, and you know what? Life happened. I never finished that thing, and I really feel I want to finish it soon. So we were just talking about it here, me and Paul and the guys. We don't want to just fly shared flight and get used to a specific partner, and then when you get a new partner, you got to get used to that partner again. We really want to do it proper so that it's interchangeable between partners, so that we've got a fixed set, an actual proper SOP that we fly with, and I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be fun, and then we'll obviously stream it and take it live and blow it up a little bit for you. What am I doing? I'm sitting here talking and not doing my job. 31416. All right, ISA is 1. All right. Just check that. 1009. 1009. While I'm sitting here. SOB, POS, you've got to be very, very careful how you use abbreviations here on the channel, hey, John? No, it was definitely SOP, we do that. Going back, SFX, there's the South African flag, my initials and name, and, a couple of things. Yeah, this was made, Jared, who made all the other bezels, he actually made this one, custom made it for me. He identifies all of the above. No, man, no, we're not going there. Let's quickly just check my load here. Explain can connect. And let's quickly get my cars to connect as well. Justin, let's see what you said there. Exactly. We've got the same dream there. No, sir, that's not the AviTab. Let me quickly put you in the picture. This is not the AviTab. This is the Zibo tablet, okay? You know what's the AviTab? That's the AviTab. It's just a little plug-in. Literally that button, that's the AviTab. Everything else that you see is the Zibo EFB, all right? So there's this common misconception, which is not a problem. It happens, sometimes. But that is the AviTab. This whole thing here, this is the Zibo EFB. So Jared is one of our Zibo supporters. He made the bezel, right? And he's actually got downloads on the org. You can find it on explain.org for almost all the airlines in the world. He made bezels for all of them. So if you fly Ryanair, you can load Ryanair. Southwest, you load Southwest, whatever. He's got tons and tons of these bezels. But what he did was he made this specific one for me. And when you take it off, you see even put my logo there at the back, Hello, Magnus. Good evening. So no, that is where Jared fits into the picture. Jared is also involved here with Skymatix VA. Awesome guy. I love speaking with him. We video call each other, and have a nice chat every now and then. Very, very nice guy. John, question. Did you sort out your xEnviro problem now? Because with Magnus here, I just want to run it by him. I'll do it in private, but just if you haven't been sorted out and so on, would you mind if I ask Magnus to maybe have a look, see if he can speed it up or something? Magnus, if you don't, or if you can't, but I'm just thinking, poor old John here, he's been struggling, eh? And he's got a ticket open with support, but he's struggling. Okay, so they'll get back to you then. Okay, no, fair enough. Okay, cool. SFX, I don't know what to say to you about level up. Okay, honestly, I just don't know what to say about level up. You're gonna have to just hang in there until the new one is released. Honestly. And you must remember when you fly level up in X-Plane 11, you must enable the experimental flight model. Eh? If the experimental flight model is not enabled, it will probably do what you're experiencing now. Go check. You have to force that experimental flight model on. In your X-Plane settings, there is a setting called experimental flight model. You got to go switch it on. Then you can fly the level up. It should be okay after that. All right, so let's see if we can put it like this so you guys can see. We have a payload of 16.4. Ooh, we're going to be light today. Not even going to balance that. Okay, Magnus, thank you for the update. See, it helps to ask somebody who knows. Thanks, man.
Ground flight deck hose is connected and starting refueling.
Right, so that takes care of that. I didn't even read that. I don't know where you saw that, but thank you. Thanks for the update. Okay. Yeah, I have lag in my system for some reason. See, when I look there, I don't know if it's got something to do now with weather or scenery. There's a place there where I look, you guys can probably spot it as well. It just turns into major lag. Never seen that. Sure what that could be. I'm just guessing. What of that cloud? One way to find out, eh? No, it's not the weather. It's something in the scenery. Wow, this thing goes from like in the 40s FPS. It drops down to like 15. Crazy. Yet. Okay, check that we've done everything upstairs. Right, we'll be flying flight level 340. That's correct. And we will be landing probably at about 300. Exactly, OOSFX. OOSFX, yes and no. It can, but if you set it up properly, it should not. Okay. Like in this case, I thought it was that. It wasn't. It's something to do with the scenery. Must be. I've never seen it. So it seems better now. For some reason, maybe it's like it filled the buffer or something. I don't know what exactly happened, but it's better. It's not lagging anymore. But xEnviro, I must be honest with you, if you've got a potato PC, it's going to kill it. But if you've got a decent PC, you don't even know it's there. The lag's back. It's weird. Okay, we better get out of here before I go insane. 300, yes, that's correct. Type in exclamation PC without any spaces, just the 3 characters, exclamation mark PC, press enter here in chat and you'll get the specs. I've stepped off B3D for the moment. Not sure if I'll go back to it, to be honest.
All loaded up and you are good to go.
Hang on a second. What did I do? I think I might have clicked too quickly. No, I did not. It's retime. Okay. Thanks, Magnus. Appreciate the help. It was 1009. I did check it. Yes, 1009. Eish, winds. Right, I wanted to step through this thing. Looks kind of straightforward. Nothing to worry about. Right, this one. Load 16. Zero fuel, 59. 59.6. I'm not going to cry about that. 7. Running a proper cost index tonight of 50. Kick this thing a bit. And we say 3, 4. One. Time can be fast. Let's go. Excellent, 737. Good evening, Rob. Yes, let me show you You know, when I look at your name, it sounds like Charlie. So I'm going to call you Charlie unless you stop me. Okay. So in xEnviro, you get this little widget or whatever you want to call it. And all you do is you type the names of the airports that you want, or you can also click here on nearest. You see, then it gives you all the nearest ones. But basically, this is the one I use. So I put my departure and arrival in there, and then I get my METARs and my TAF for both of them. And there you can see we've got showers and everything, but this is the way you check the weather here in xEnviro. Works brilliantly.
Ready for pre-flight procedure. Trim up.
And that's Linda doing her job. I'm going to start the APU so long, I think. 3. 199 there. We can stow you 147 on the speed. Yes. Set up. Oh, click on it, man. Hello, Alex. Right, that should be fine. We're going to go to 3, 4. 4. VNAV armed, and I think we need to be at 32 or something. Over here. Let's get the charts going. Oh, you're welcome. That's why we're here. You just need to ask. Right, we've got that. We have got that. So, better push back.
Ground to cockpit, shelter, please show me what you want to go. Is driving up.
Thank you so much. That lag is back. It's so strange. It's every time I look somewhere in this direction. Crazy. Ooh, I think I know what it is. But I don't want to close it. I think it's STKP that's doing it. Because STKP was updating in the background, my eye caught it. It's as STKP was redrawing the map. Let me just take it to a different screen. I don't want to close it. I want it open. Yeah, look. Uh-oh. It's STKP. That's not nice. I got a new version last night. And this seems to be the problem.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
I'll talk to Dan later about that. Yep, the moment I put it back on the map page, I get my lag. On release. Yeah, it's done. Ay, 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 ay. Want you.
So connected and bypass beam inserted. Release parking brake.
Before start procedure.
Before start procedure.
Jan, I wasn't even home when he did the release initially. I had to come do it afterwards.
And you may start engines.
No, when Zibo's on a roll, he's on a roll, man. It's like a machine.
Before start procedure complete.
Does not stop. Start number 2 engine.
Ready for before start checklist. Starting number 2 engine. $25 and 2. Starter cutout.
Start number 1 engine.
Starting number 1 engine.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Brake set.
25
Disconnecting
and
tow.
2.
Stand by.
Flaps 5 set.
Magnus, are you still here? He does,
Ready
but
for before taxi
he doesn't
procedure.
share it publicly.
Starter cutout.
He
Engine
never
start
shares it
procedure
publicly.
complete.
What he does is he tells us, so we know all the big things. Okay, like the new autopilot we've known for quite some time is going to do it. But then in turn, we don't tell everybody because it's up to him, you know, to get going to do it and, you know, to
Tow
bring
is
it to fruition.
disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time. Can you please?
Okay, the reason I'm asking if you are here, Magnus, is just obviously as my witness. Obviously, the video will be available for the developer to have a look at xEnviro. What I do find is sometimes the wind direction is correct and sometimes it's not. The magnitude seems to be fixed, but the direction is like, you know, a lucky packet. So just we'll look at it before takeoff and so on, just to get everybody on the same page. But I just wanted you to have a look at it. And that's it for us there. Sometimes up to 100 degrees, easy, 100 degrees off. The incidents that I showed already, what I missed in the METAR was that it mentioned that it's variable. But in this morning's flight, there was no mention. You can see here in this one, we are looking at 030 at 12 knots. So I'm predicting the direction to be in the region of about 100. You know, so the magnitude's fine, but that direction is off by 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, so we'll keep a look at it. So remember 030 at 12, and then when we do the takeoff, we obviously look at that. What happened? Oh, you're not on. What else? Let's quickly run through this. Right, I think we're ready to go. Let's go. Now we're lucky, we are literally at the runway. We're just going to go straight and turn left and take off. Before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure. Before takeoff procedure complete. Ready for before takeoff checklist.
What a joke. Spilled beans. Oh my goodness. I want to also just quickly enable the other data set at the top. I think that will also help for the displays, and then obviously I can send all the files and stuff again. Let's quickly have a look. Let's just park over here quick. Right, brake set. What did I say I want to do? Yes, go in here, data output. Winds, aircraft. I need to remember which one it was. Right, so if it was that one. It's that one. Winds 1. Yeah, it's the bottom one. It's the bottom one. Hold on. Right, so over here you can, now you can't see it, hold on. So over here you can see the wind is 12 in magnitude, but the direction is 102. Okay, if we go back, you see it should be 030 at 12 magnitude. Okay, so let's check the takeoff run and let's see when we can spot something there.
Stabilized.
I'm using xEnviro OOSFX.
Takeoff thrust set.
Thank you, Linda. So xEnviro is the weather engine and the cloud generator for us. Okay, now you're watching and now the wind direction is fine. Look, look.
V1. Rotate.
See, you're watching. If you were not here, it would not have been that. Funny.
Positive rate.
They're up. Anyway, when we land, we're going to do the same test, okay? And see what happens when we land. Come on, now, there we go.
Acceleration altitude.
Yeah. It shows you.
Flaps 1 set.
Thumbs up. Yeah, no, 100%. Next time I'll do that. I'll share that information. This morning I didn't make a video, so that makes it more difficult. But the time and location was, well, time I don't know, but this morning it was the same runway, same scenario. Everything was the same, and the wind just goes out. So, but I'll make notes for you so you can go back and look. In actual fact, I must get into the habit. I must get into the habit of actually just making videos of the takeoff. Okay, we have a problem, Houston. We have a problem. Are you welcome? We have a problem. I am not aware of any altitude restrictions here. Are there here? Oh, there is. It's my bad. My bad. Sorry. There is an altitude restriction. The next one is 7 and the next one is 8. Yeah, no, the 19 FPS at cruise is not going to help you. All right, scratch everything I said, Houston. We don't have a problem. Right, and then the next one is 7,000 and then 8,000. And then we clear to climb. Let's put that on the screen. There we go. 4,000, 7,000, 8,000 after the VOR. Yes, Houston, we're all good. We've landed. Tranquility is safe. You know the story. That also reminds me, you should not be in a flight level because the transition altitude is only 9,000. So when you have restrictions that are in altitude, you need to be in altitude. If they were in flight level, you know, then you would go standard. So we learn. Hello, HD. Good evening and good morning to you, actually, for your side. Ooh, Experialistic on sale. Yeah, guys, if you can, go grab it. Go grab it. I can't fly without it, I promise you.
Approaching transition.
Right, now we can go standard. Now we're going to climb through 9,000 this transition. It is, eh? It is. This AutoOrtho is brilliant. I just love it, man.
Transition altitude. Flight level 100, landing lights switches off.
737, yes, yes. I played quite a bit with the Streamlabs OBS software, and I think I've cracked the AMD issues. It's just another AMD thing that isn't, up to scratch, and that's streaming. The AMD encoder just that I used to use, the hardware encoder, was just not good enough. And you know what? I don't watch my streams really. And then a couple of people mentioned it to me. I had a look and I thought, it's not that bad. And then I obviously had to use some of it for testing purposes. And I saw, oh no, it was terrible. So I started this whole journey of finding settings and learning what they do and why they do it and things like that. And at this moment, I'm using the Streamlabs OBS software encoder, and it is vastly superior to the hardware one. So I'm pleased. Yes, Alex, man, if I had a spare $1,000 lying around here, I probably would do the same, just go get an NVIDIA and get it over with. But unfortunately, not at this time. Well, this is an RX 6700 XT 12 gigabyte AMD card. Okay, it's not bad. The issues come in that AMD just isn't as supported. They don't have the same market share kind of a thing, and they don't give the same performance in certain instances. Just these niggly little things that is a bother. It's not a big thing. It's just small little things. Yeah, comes with the parts, eh? When I bought this computer in December, I made sure I spent a bit extra and made sure that I can future-proof it a little bit with big power supply and everything else. Exactly. Yeah, I've got a 1200 power supply. I bought it last year towards the end of the year on a Black Friday sale, and I got it for cheaper than the 850. I was happy. They will. Of course they will. Guys, my wife's calling. I just want to quickly help her. I'll be back just now.
1000 to level off.
I'm back. It took a little while longer than anticipated, but she's happy, and guess what? Now I'm happy. See, married guys will know. I've just started setting up now for the descent. I think minimum still. Hang on a second. Let's go back to that meetup. Let's see. What I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set up for Cat 3A. We'll take over and land if we can, but if not, we will be set. We'll be happy. Like 50 feet. I always when we get closer. And that's it. So we're about ready for the descent. It must just arrive now. Right, bit of background information. This morning the ILS didn't work. There was a whole bunch of issues with this ILS in version 6.7. So I'm kind of glad in a certain way that we're doing it now with 6.8, because if it does the same thing, obviously I can report it, but I'm expecting it to be nicely behaving. But we'll see. I literally crashed out on like a 5-mile final. It was kind of upset, but it was my own fault. I was trying to calibrate my rudders right there on finals, and then it just closed the X-plane. Magnus, I'm going to let it spin around again. I'll take a couple of photos. I was sitting with my coffee in hand and the mic muted, and I'm talking and nothing's happening, and I had to quickly make a plan. I'm just going to let it spin around again. Grab some photos, man. I love it. I love this. Exactly the same view now. Looks amazing nonetheless. Ooh, there's a rainbow. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, now we're not getting the same visuals, but we'll try again later. That looks so nice. Coming in and out of the clouds like that. Hundred and 17 nautical miles. We're getting there. Not getting there, you know, definitely. Forgot that because we were talking about the winds. Concentration was somewhere else. Oh, look at that. Oh, isn't that pretty? The clouds don't turn away like this old 2D clouds used to turn away from the aircraft. Oh, this is nice. Oh, this is beautiful. Magnus, this is really awesome. What a beautiful view and a beautiful sequence with the clouds here. Wow. Hello, Christer. Christer, there's still a lot of things that needs to be sorted with 6 before we can move on to other things, man. We're not done yet.
Ready for descent procedure.
Oh, Magnus, that will be extremely amazing. I've seen a lot of artifacts on the cloud edges and when you fly through the clouds, especially at night. During the day, you can also see them, but especially at night. That would be so cool if that can go away. Excellent, excellent. Christer, a performance boost is always welcome, especially for the potato PCs, you know. There's lots of guys out there that don't have our systems. Thank you, Magnus, for that. Thank you for your trust and your confidence in us and the viewers. Yeah, well, there are many words we can use to describe a low-end PC, but I like the term potato PC. I don't know, just stuck. Just stuck in my mind. Old potato PC. I wish I knew who coined that phrase. I don't know, but it works. Wow, Magnus, yeah, that's a lot. I agree. I've known it for a long time. Well, then maybe it's not a potato PC. Right, so we're going over the mountains now. And we have the flat plain with the airport in front. I'm getting tired now. It was a long day, but I'm so glad I did this flight. I'm really so glad. The other guys are still upstairs. I'm wondering if they're actually now doing the shared flight. We're talking about doing one. Justin, if you're still there, Paul and Scotsman Neil said they wanted to do one. I don't know. Just FYI, maybe they're doing it. Christer, question. Are you going to do the same now? You're going to put the ortho at the airport and then the ortho for the rest of the tile goes tata bye-bye, like what Flight Tampa does. Flight Tampa doesn't care if you've got orthos in the area, they blanket it out. So are you going to do the same? Because that's kind of useless in my mind. Or can you give a patch file or something so somebody can go and make their own ortho tile that would then fit seamlessly with your tile? Because that's a very important thing. If you look at Amsterdam right now with my payware Flight Tampa, you fly, orthos, nothing. Default, explain, you land, you do your thing, you get out. And only at the airport they've got their own little set of orthos. they've been doing it for a while. The VSK Design did the same in their day, you know, and it is a problem because now the airport looks stunning, but the rest of the tile is just default X-plane. It kind of breaks the illusion. So if you haven't looked at that, please look at that as well. So when you do something, you actually produce whatever is necessary so the guys can help themselves to make the rest again, or if you can do it or something. Yeah, performance checks is one thing, but you need to look at the rest of the tile. It's all very well, you've got this brilliant cherry on the cake, but the rest of the cake is not iced. See what I'm saying? And there we go, there's our descent. Well, I want the cake to be iced and have the cherry on top. See, very important. Man, I must tell you this, Alex. My wife baked a chocolate cake that we took with us to the family today. And oh my goodness, my wife can make a chocolate cake. I tell you, we loved that cake. It was fantastic. You have to, Magnus. You just say when, buddy. You just say when. I'll take you to the lion farm. Okay. I'll show you the African experience. You just come. And we'll make sure there's a chocolate cake. Don't you worry. Yeah, obviously. That's a given. Okay, Christer, I see you can disable it. I understand that, but it still leaves me with the question, then what do we do? Because let's say now your orthos are really nice, okay? And I know your work is generally very nice, right? So now I want it. But what do we do about the rest of the tile? That's the question. Nice one, Alex. Well, in your scenery, it might be about the layers, but in Flight Tampa, it's not. And I'm just using them as an example now. You can't disable the orthos in X-Organizer without disrupting the rest of the scenery. At least not what I know of. Because if it was that easy, I would have done it, because I prefer my orthos, you know. But anyway, we'll figure it out, I'm sure. Well, I know your work, Christer. I don't know how their system works, but Like I say, if yours can be disabled, that'll be super cool. But then again, if it's so good, I don't want to disable it. I just want orthos to fill in the blanks around the tile. You know what I'm saying? Just the rest of the tile. There's got to be a way. I mean, I've done it in the past in Explain 11 where we would get a little, you know, script file or something from the creator. You put it into your ortho and you run the tile, you know, so it seamlessly fits in. Right, we're getting to landing phase. Magnus, we're going to have to check the winds on landing as well now. So if you are still here, then please have a look with me, eh? Okay, we'll do. Well, it's going to be on video anyway, so I'll talk it through and then we can look at it if you don't look at it at the time. Bit of air pockets here, eh? JN, what's a JNS 278? That is a question you're going to have to ask Zibo. I'm not aware of it. I don't think it's intricate enough for that. If he's going to work on the INS system, okay, which I know he will. That is what on the future roadmap. Okay, he wants to get the IRSs and INS and everything related sorted. Okay. Then he'll probably put it in, but I can virtually guarantee you that's not in right now. Not yet. Not yet. Oh my goodness, Magnus, no, you didn't say. Oosh. Sorry to hear about that. Ouch. I'm part of the development team, but Zibo is the only coder, okay? So Zibo is the only one that can 100% answer you, but I know it well enough to tell you that that is not a section of code that I've ever seen him work on yet. So, I mean, we can ask him, but I can 99% guarantee he hasn't worked on that code yet. It's not done. Just to put you in the picture, how it works. Zibo is the coder. It's his baby, right? So I then have the honor of testing and, helping with various different aspects of the whole project. Okay. And then we obviously have my crew guys involved helping with testing, and we've got the real world pilots helping in testing. We've got Yeri, that's one of the modelers. We've got Twixter doing the flight model. So it's a bit of a team, but Zibo's the only one that does the code. Only one that knows the intricate detail of the code. Not one of us other guys help with the code. He's the only one. No, that's an option, PK. You have to enable it or disable it in the EFB. That was requested by somebody from Southwest Airlines in the USA because some of their aircraft have that. And when I saw it, I just decided to keep it. That VNAV speed band, it looks nice, so I keep it. But it's an option in EFB. You can switch it on and off. Sure. Hello. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I saw some of, I believe it's the same person talking on Facebook as well with that name. I haven't seen many people with that name. So, yeah, we've been working. I promise you, we have been working. We have 4 real pilots working on version 6 with us. 3 captains, 1 first officer. Okay, real world guys with thousands and thousands of hours. The one is a training captain as well. Okay, so it's not just any pilot helping. We're not talking Cessna pilots helping. We're talking real Boeing 737 pilots working. Okay, so me, Zibo, Mac, Paul, Uncle John, the pilots, we all gather here on Discord. We've been gathering here for hundreds of hours collectively now in the last couple of days and weeks to get 6 out. So we all have our little bit that we do. You don't see everything. It's impossible to show you everything. But I tell you, we've been grafting. And if you look at the times that Zibo releases, the updates and things, some of the nights he's gone up to like 1, 2 a.m. in the morning, which is a lot. We're burning the candle on both sides, in all honesty. Excellent. Okay, so same guy. Yes. Lekker, man. Okay. I think if the general public, you guys watching, know how much hours we put into this, you will be totally amazed. It is hours and hours and hours. Days, weeks, months, years. To get version 6 out to you, just to give an example, we had 23 in-house versions before we released version 6 to the public. And we are still working on it every day. If I look in the development room, you must check the reports of the real pilots lying here and all our other reports mixed in between. And Zibo methodically works through them one by one. Then we go test fly. Then we report back and he goes again. It's just freaking amazing. Hey, Uncle John, just talking about you, or mentioning your name at least.
Transition level. Ready for approach checklist.
Hey Peter, welcome. Goeienaand. Right, our go around altitude is 3000, so we will adjust that soon. Hello, Andre. You come just in time, buddy. You come just in time. I wanted to show Magnus the directional difference in the winds during takeoff, and truth Bob, just because he was here, it worked. There was no issue. I couldn't show any discrepancies. It did what the METAR said. Anyway, look, we're going to do the same test just now. Let's quickly look at this METAR. So we've got, again, a variable situation. You see, every time you and I talk about this, there's a variable situation, which doesn't help because we didn't have one earlier. So 050 at 8, and it will move between 10 and 90 with the tolerance, obviously, whatever that will allow. So, anyway, while you are here, you might as well watch it live. And welcome and thank you for everything that you've done for us, man.
Thousand to level off.
Andre, we've seen some beautiful clouds in this flight, eh? Multiple layers. We were counting earlier. Magnus says 5 or 6. It was just amazing to see all these layers and everything fitting together, man. Beautiful clouds. And there was a time where I was doing cloud surfing in and out of the clouds. It was just amazing. I'm going to turn this thing already. We don't need to worry because we're going to catch the glide slope anyway. If it does, good. If it doesn't, we'll help it. No, I didn't actually pay attention to that. There was one or two that I saw earlier, but I can't remember if it was now in the flight or just before the stream started, Uncle John. I can't remember now.
10 set.
Oh, yes, Andre, cool. That's actually something I did forget for a moment there. Thank you for reminding me.
Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for landing.
But I can tell you one thing.
Set.
The winds. Oh my goodness, the winds are so good now. It's just amazing. Oh, you're lucky. You get them. Get them a lot. Ooh, there's wind shear. How's that? Climb, brother, climb. Go back on pause. Increase your speed. There we go. Okay, we're getting there. Speed brake on. Gear is down. All the rest is done. Right.
Flaps 30 set. Ready for landing checklist. Taxi lights on.
It's Mr. Birch altitude set.
Tell you what, this morning I couldn't fly this ILS. Tonight in version 6.8, it's beautiful, it's perfect again. 6.7 was disappointing here at the end. So I hope you guys have all updated to 6.8 now.
08 right.
400.
The 6.8 seems to be a bit of a winner, eh?
300. 200. Approaching decision height. 100.
Ooh, look at that kink in that runway.
50.
Minimum.
40. 30. 20. 10.
I'm scared to land now. I think I'm gonna just hold off a little bit longer so I can just get past this dip. Better.
Speed brake up. Reverse unlocked. Auto brake in use.
Oh man.
Yeah. Great landing. You are professional.
Okay. Sorry guys, I am testing that asymmetric
Stabilized.
thrust auto reverser there. So strange. Thanks, Paul. I'm gonna try it again. I'm not sure whether this is my Bravo doing it or whether this could be a code issue, but I mean, you can clearly see the little blue marks go up. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to go back in the video and see where the blue marks were, but anyway, that's obviously wrong. It shouldn't do that. Whoa, that was nice. That was really nice. After landing procedure. Okay, what are we waiting for? Hello? Please don't tell me you're gonna bomb out again. My explain just froze up. There we go again.
After landing
That is
procedure.
unusual. That is so strange.
After
I
landing
don't like holding
procedure
my
complete.
breath like that. Anyways, guys, welcome to Bucharest. I hope you can enjoy your stay and that you will fly Skymatix again. I want to try something else just quickly. Check my throttle levers there, and let's see what happens if I push it. See, look, the right engine spools down. There's an issue with that pod. There's definitely an issue with that pod with there. So I'm wondering if that's got anything to do with the reverse thruster. I'll have to ask Zibo, because that is a problem. When I've parked and filed my flight with the VA, I just want to do a bit of a replay, so you guys are welcome to stick around. Yeah, Christer, I know my pod on my engine number 2 is faulty towards the high end. I would say, what's it, about 90 to 95%? It loses connection. It's like that pod is broken beyond 90 or 95%. So I can never push it too far, because it will immediately, you know, roll back, as you saw there. You know, and then when you just bring it below a certain point, obviously it starts working again. So I know I've got that problem on this Bravo throttle quadrant, but I don't push the throttle lever that far. So I don't think that it should be the reason for the reverse thrusters not working on that engine. I think that could be a code/calibration issue. Yes, sir. I'll have to ask them. Why they go on strike? These guys. Anyway, brakes are set. I actually don't want to do any of this. All I want to do is shut down the engines, switch off the beacon light, and then just file it. And then we want to go do the replay.
Ready for shutdown procedure.
There you go. Let me just file it quickly, and then we go replay. Right. See, there I was holding back, trying to get the balance right, and there's the touchdown on the incline again. That's when I was looking on the outside. It's difficult to steer when you're flying around the aircraft and trying to do it from the outside. Anyway. Christer, it did. How's that for a view, Krister? He did. That's where I was playing with him. The reversers, I mean. Love the spray. Look at the spray from the water and all. That's nice. Excellent, excellent. Tell you what, Zibo did a good coding job here, man. Zibo, we're proud of you, man. We love you. This is just so amazing. Yeah, I like this version. When I look at the dev room, the comments that the real pilots put in after test flying 6.8, it is minimal compared to the others. So this seems to be a really good version at this point in time. If you want to make a backup, this is the one to back up. Then obviously as Zibo moves forward, you can replace it later, but this is a good version, it seems. And the kind of stuff these guys report, let me just be honest with you. It's the stuff real pilots would know, not simmers. You and I as simmers will never know the difference. Promise you. Unless you are some other geek that, a nerdy kind of guy that just lives for this and you're so deep into it, which is not bad. I'm not being facetious when I say that. You get guys like that are so into it. Obviously, they will spot things. But an ordinary simmer, you're not going to spot the things these guys talk about. It's way beyond our pay grade. These guys are talking about timings at 50 feet or 150 feet or at so many seconds or at so many minutes. This needs to happen, I don't think any of us sits there and actually measures anything with a stopwatch, It doesn't happen. Yeah. So yeah, okay, guys. Unless you've got questions or you just want to chat, I'm done. I'm happy to close the stream and wish you good luck with the week to come. My one's gonna be very busy. I tell you, it's gonna be crazy busy. Yeah, sure. No, the guys are top notch, man. He gets the best. Okay, guys, have a great evening. Thank you for watching. We'll talk again. Bye-bye.